Greetings and salutations. This is MazezRealm once again, and this is my second episode of my Guns from Modern Warfare 3 series. And in this episode, I am going to be covering shotguns. Now, I know that for those of you who are subscribed to me or have watched my previous videos, you will say, "Oh my god, you have already covered the shotguns. Why are you recovering the shotguns, man? Don't you have other shit you have to do?" Well, yes, I do. And that is exactly why I'm revisiting the shotguns. Simply because they were patched a long time ago now. But they were patched. And they are much different. They feel different. They are more effective. So it is only fair that I recover the shotguns, because it would be unfair for me not to do that, because they are much more fun than they ever were. So I'm going to delve right in, and I'm just going to start talking about what perks you should use if you want to be effective with a shotgun. Now, depending on what shotgun you're using, that will determine what perks you should use. Obviously, the main universal perk is Assassin Pro. For your tier 2 perk, that is the perk I would recommend for any shotgun. Whether you're using the KSU-12, the Spaz-12, the fucking Striker if you want to feel like being a tryhard, or, you know, the USAS-12 and the AA-12. All of them, I would strongly recommend that you use Assassin Pro. Not only does it keep you off the radar, but it also keeps you off heartbeat sensors, and it gives you an advantage for sneaking up on the enemy without them ever noticing you were there. So definitely, I would recommend Assassin Pro for any shotgun. Now, my favorite shotgun is the AA-12. It is obviously not the best shotgun, however, it is the most fun for me to use. I have a very good kill-death ratio with it, and I just love the AA-12, and that is my favorite one. So for that particular shotgun, I would definitely recommend Scavenger Pro for your tier 1 perk. That is the blue perks, for those of you who don't know what tier 1 is. Now, the other shotguns give you much more versatility as far as what perk you should use. And generally, I would recommend Sleight of Hand or Blind Eye if you want to, if you want to be very effective even when there's kill streaks up in the air. Definitely Blind Eye is a good perk. But Sleight of Hand is the one that is the more useful out of the two. So definitely recommend that if you're not using the AA-12. If you are using a shotgun like the Model 1887 or the USAS-12, those shotguns work very well with Steady Aim Pro for their 3rd tier perk because of the damage that they deal. And the ability that Steady Aim Pro gives you to quick aim after sprinting makes those shotguns god on wheels. So it definitely helps a lot with Steady Aim Pro on those two shotguns. If you're using a shotgun that has lower damage, kind of like the AA-12 or the Spaz that can be a little bit inconsistent at times, definitely use Dead Silence Pro, because it will allow you to close that gap without being noticed and deal the most damage up close. So that is the tier 3 perk that I would necessarily use for those shotguns that I mentioned before. Now, when I did the previous episode of shotguns, I recommended that you use the support strike package. I don't think that that is the most effective strike package to use with shotguns anymore, because the buff prevents you from dying like you used to on a lot of circumstances that normally you would have died before. So that being said, I would recommend that you use the specialist strike package with shotguns, because it makes you a one-man army killing motherfucking machine when you unlock your perks. And if you have the right setup, you will find yourself having really good matches with shotguns. So the setup that I currently use, since I use the AA-12, is Sleight of Hand Pro for my first unlock, Steady Aim Pro for my second unlock. And for my third unlock, I use Hardline Pro just because I want to get to that specialist bonus as quickly as I can. And I want to be a one-man army killing machine. So that is why I use those particular setups for that strike package. The good thing about strike packages is depending on what your playstyle is, you will know which perks to put in those slots. And for shotguns, there are loads of them that can be useful, I should say. So experiment with those strike packages and have fun with them. But I would strongly recommend that you use the specialist strike package, because once you unlock that one-man army, it is a done deal and it's a lot of fun. Also, for your equipment, I would definitely recommend Semtex, because it definitely helps you deal the most damage, because you can toss those much faster than frag grenades. So definitely use that. And for your equipment, as far as your special grenade slot, just throw on a portable radar on there. That is universally an excellent piece of equipment to use. It will help you a lot with the shotguns, and you will rack up tons of kills when you know where the enemy is. And even if they have Assassin on, you'll be able to hear their footsteps if you're having Sitrep Pro as your third tier perk, or if you have Dead Silent. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your shotgun class. As far as the proficiencies, definitely would recommend range or damage. For the AA-12, use range. That will wrap up this episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that it helped you this time around more than the previous episode that I covered the shotguns in. So, until next time, this has been MazezRealm. Keep an eye out for my next episode. Have a great day.